Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kids Animal Stories. If you're a critter protector, that means you must love critters of all shapes and sizes. Does that sound like you? Well, I definitely love critters of all shapes and sizes, and so there's a link down below in the show notes that your parents can click on, and we'd love to send you a free Critter Protector badge in the mail to make it official. Well, friends, it is part 2 time. Time to see what happens with that mom and daughter Dugong. Let's see what happens. Let's go! Clara and her mom were very concerned about the shadows. There are still so many unanswered questions, like what are they going to do, and how are they going to get home, and will this mess up the whole recital? Okay, Mom, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? The first thing we have to stay is quiet, said her mom. They couldn't see super clearly. There was the kind of a reflection in the water and the sunlight, but those two shadowy figures, they kind of looked like they were confused. They were talking to each other. I don't think they know what we are, said Clara's mom. What should we do? Asked Clara. All right, I think we just need to keep swimming normally, and let's just go home. They look like they won't bother us. Have you guessed what those two shadowy figures are? The two things with 2 legs standing on the edge of the water? Yes, they were 2 people. They began to talk to figure out what they were seeing. Have you ever seen anything like that, Lucas?
No, Willie, I've never seen anything like that before.
It looks like a small whale, said Willie.
Nah, it's more like something I've heard about from my grandpa used to talk about these things. What are they? He used to talk about something called a mermaid. They were human-like creatures that have a fish tail.
I don't know nothing about what you're talking about, said Lucas.
What do you mean you've never heard of a mermaid? Those things, they shoot laser beams out of their eyeballs. And they can even read your mind.
Nope, I don't believe it. This is more like a water cow. It's so big and plump. It looks like it was made for this ocean to eat grass. You know, like a cow. An ocean cow. In fact, we should call it a sea cow, said Willie.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure it's a mermaid. You just don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to tell everyone in town that I saw a real mermaid, said Lucas. It's funny how 2 people could see the same thing and come up with very different conclusions. It looks like Willie wants to call it a sea cow because he thinks it's more like a cow. And Lucas is pretty convinced it's some kind of laser blasting mermaid. Oh yeah, that can read minds. Well, as quick as the shadows came into view, the shadows vanished. Clara and her mom made it home and started to eat dinner. Clara was so hungry from a very busy day. Her family couldn't believe all the seagrass that she ate. As dinner finished and they cleaned up and did their chores, Clara got ready for bed and laid down and fell fast asleep. The next morning, Clara got ready so quickly. It was the last rehearsal before the recital. She helped her mom with the chores around the house, and then they left to go to the dance hall. On the swim over, they saw their neighbor, Sydney the octopus. He always took notice of how elegantly dugongs move in the water.
Wow, it's as if they have classical music following wherever you go.
Have a great day, said their neighbor octopus. They arrived at the dance hall and Clara's mom waved goodbye to Clara, then took off to run some errands. The rehearsal went fantastic and the dance team felt so ready for the show. The teacher gathered everybody around for an announcement. Everybody needs to get lots of rest tonight and make sure they drink lots of water and
I'm so proud of all the work everyone has put into this. I will see you all tomorrow.
Melanie swam quickly over to Clara to give her a big Dugong hug. I'm so glad we are doing this together. Do you ever feel like a mermaid? Asked Melanie. I sure do, and they should make a story about those. I wonder if those are real. Do you think those are real? I wish mermaids are real. Clara just sometimes stood there and smiled because Melanie had talked a lot faster than her and she could say a lot of words in just a little bit of time. Clara and Melanie did their secret handshake and said goodbye. It's kind of hard to do because their fins are kind of short. So they had to come up with a really creative handshake. Have you ever done a special handshake, like a secret hand move with a friend? Oh, that's an important thing to do with a friend. You know, you got to work on your secret handshake because it's something only you and your friend can do. Nobody else. Clara and her mom made it home. Clara worked really hard to make sure her area of seagrass was clean and ready to eat. Wow, I'm so proud of you, Clara, said her mom. You really are growing up. Clara went up to her room, got ready for bed early, and laid out her clothes for the next day. Because tomorrow was a very big day. As the clock ticked and tocked all night long, Clara had the most amazing dreams about her recital, which made her even more excited as she woke up to the sound of her beeping alarm. Beep, 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 beep. Today's the day! Today's the day! Today's the day! Today? It's the day! Clara shouted all of that at the top of her lungs. Shh! Wow, Clara. Good morning, said her mom. You're gonna wake up everybody on the block. They both started laughing. Clara got ready so fast and was waiting by the rock door for her mom. Clara and her mom got to the dance hall, and Clara joined the rest of the team. I'll see you at the show, waved her mom. Just then, a pod of orca whales swam by. The other Dugong parents quickly swam in front of the dance hall and guarded the entrance.
Don't worry, friend. You are much too big for us,
said one of the orcas.
We are following the Australian current, the west one, right?
Yes, that is right.
Just the West Australian current. We are on our way to America.
The Dugong's parents sighed with a big sense of relief. You see, you never quite know with orca whales, how hungry they're feeling. The dance hall was bustling with activity. Everyone was so excited to see the show. The sun was setting and the show started. The dance team whirled and spun, swayed and moved so gracefully, everyone was in awe. When the show was over, everybody cheered, and it felt like the whole ocean could hear their applause. Great job, honey! I'm so proud of you! Clara's mom shouted as they were all still clapping. Wow, that was a great day, a day that Clara probably will never forget for the rest of her life. Have you ever had a recital before where you have to perform something in front of a whole bunch of people? Wow, it can feel a little scary, but on the other side, after you accomplish it, that feels amazing. This may be the end of the story, but it's only just the beginning of Clara's amazing adventures that lie ahead. The end. Great job, you listened all the way to the end. Did you know how long dugongs can get? Do you think they can be 3 feet long, 5 feet long, or 12 feet long? Pretty tough, but yes, 12 feet long. They get really big. And did you know they kind of have bad eyesight? Like they could probably use some glasses, but I don't think they have glasses for sale in the ocean. Well, I hope you have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!